Oh, another resource boost. I'm a fucking bitch. Woo! Sheesh! I cannot believe that I've been singing all fucking night. I cannot believe that celebrities actually do this for a living for several hours. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right. Oh my god. Okay. I have to do the fucking Duviri circuit. I got the Torrid Incarnon. It's my rotation for the Torrid Incarnon. I just reminded that I'm gonna tell him, bro. Just remember that I have to finish Duviri because of Torrid Incarnon. Gotta start with that first. I have to. Ooh. I know it sucks. But you're trying to something way bigger. You're trying to something way bigger. Bigger than you, bigger than me. Bigger than the place that the seems to be. Ooh. Hey. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-da-dum ba-da-da-dum bum. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do that, do that. You what? All right, bro. I am actually exhausted. Why is karaoke something that can fuck you up like that? I don't understand what it is about fucking singing in the karaoke that would fucking drain me like this. Like, this is actually draining, and I don't understand why. God damn. Like, I'm actually exhausted, and I didn't do shit. All I did is sat and sing song on stream. And I feel like I just ran a fucking marathon. And I only sang 3 songs. Oh my god. How do Beyonce do this shit? For months. For an entire evening. Ugh. I need to hit the gym. Alright. If you're feeling significant, you better think again. Okay. Time to do the DVD circuit because apparently the Torrid Incarnon is like one of the best in the game. So Let's do this. We're gonna listen and judge so that I don't fall asleep during this extremely repetitive ass shit.
Is my son has a larger college fund than my daughter. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yes, but I want to know
I
the
feel like
reasoning.
there's going to be something where, like, my son is older, so of course he. But then why would he write about it? I'll just say yes. Okay. It doesn't matter.
Just sticking with
Wait, did I
with
put
John.
the circuit?
Yeah,
I like
solidarity.
It. All right. Do you have any reason why you think this is a yes, John?
Is this the circuit?
The parent is probably going to be like, my son is going to be the one carrying the family name in the future. So I want them to have a better access to life so then they can continue the family legacy.
All right. So here's the situation. My wife and I have 2 kids. Our daughter is 21 and our son is 17. We started saving for college when they were both born, and honestly, we were doing okay, but nothing crazy. By the time our daughter was ready to go to school, we had saved a decent amount, but not enough to cover everything. So she had to take out some loans to make it work. She's now in her 3rd year and things have been fine. Here's where things get tricky. A few years ago, we came into a lot of money and were able to put more into my son's college fund. As a result, he now has way more than my daughter ever did, and he won't need loans like she did. My daughter recently found out and is really upset, feeling like we're favoring him, even though that's not the case. We love them equally and didn't plan for this windfall. It just happened to come at a different time in their lives. Now my wife and I are both torn. We want to help our daughter out with her remaining school expenses, but she still feels like we're being unfair. My son is aware of the situation and feels bad too, but at the same time, we don't want to take away from what we've saved for him either. I feel like we're doing our best, but maybe I'm missing something here. Would love some outside perspective. So am I the asshole?
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm confused.
Okay, maybe I can clarify for you. What are you confused about?
Nika Breaker.
Who pulled out extra loans? They did,
the
or
daughter
the daughter did?
The daughter did.
Okay, then not the asshole.
Oh, really?
15?
Wait,
Sean needs notes, I think.
I don't know, bro. Because, like, I can't do it by myself. So even if I wanted to do the Eidolon, I would need to find people to do it with me regardless. Because I am doing 0 damage on that thing. Like, it's like, sending a fucking baby to a fight with Goliath. I'm not damaging shit on the Eidolon. So, yeah. But right now, I'm working to get the Torrid Incarnon. I don't know if I can do anything with the Eidolon on this, but okay. Alright, is everybody ready? I think everybody ready. Alright. Let's go. I like when people wait for everybody to be ready. That's my shit. Those are my people.
Maybe I need notes. I was so focused on looking at you guys to like, are y'all crystal clear? Is it just me that's fucking up? Probably.
It is.
Yeah, it's just you, yeah.
Am I fucking up on y'all's end too?
You're very slow on our end, at least for me.
Oh, you're fine.
What is going on, bro?
It's okay. Just keep going with what you're saying.
I don't know what I'm saying is the problem.
Okay, John, you take it away.
Okay, so it sounds like in the beginning they were still able to save for the daughter. However, and I'm just trying to relay this to Sean so that way too. So
yeah, I need it.
So and then later on in life, they were able to run into some money and they were able to contribute to the son's future a little bit more. Is that correct, Josh?
Yeah, basically, the daughter is still in school by the sounds of it. They said they came into money and they put all of that money or a large chunk of that money into the son's college fund so that he doesn't have to get loans, whereas the sister did have to get loans.
Oh. Why wouldn't they just split it equally between the two?
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I miss some shit.
It's all good. It's all good.
So then what the fuck is that?
I agree. And this might be my bias from already knowing the show, the story and the outcome. But yeah, like for me, it seems like an easy split it down the middle, help her pay off her loans, help him pay for school so he doesn't have to get loans or as many loans. Whereas right now
Oh
it's
shit!
like
I just realized this is
you're just
Citrin.
giving one of your
I thought it was
kids
Amber.
more money than the other so that he has a better start in life than your daughter does, which is pretty shitty, right?
I agree with you with there, Josh. Like, I think that they're seeking for advice on Reddit when the answer is very easy.
Yes.
Like the daughter has the right to be upset. I mean, because it's like, hey, student loans. I always say student loans are super predatory,
Very
and
much so.
a lot of people put themselves in really bad financial situations because of school, or because of loans. The parents had the opportunity to right. I wouldn't say the wrong that they did.
Because it wasn't a wrong,
right, because
at the beginning.
it just happened to, like, they had been able to come up with money now, as opposed to the situation beforehand. There would be a big asshole if they didn't just be like, hey, I'm gonna pay for every single thing that like that you took out the loan for. That shouldn't have been a question asked. It's just like, hey, we came up with money. Let's make your life easier, because that was rough. And for someone who had to, like, sign my life away just to be able to afford a freaking education, I know what that feels like, to not be able to afford to go to school. So yeah, the parents are like, I'm still giving them an asshole just because asshole grade, just because the answer is already there. And I don't know why you're asking people on the internet what you should be doing at this point.
Yeah, it seems like an obvious choice. Just split the money that you're willing to give your kids, and just split it, because you have a savings account for your son already, and it's got money in there. Why not just split it? Put half in that, half to your daughter, so she can pay off her loans and
I mean, how much money did they won the lottery? Like, we don't know.
College career.
And on top of that,
exactly what I'm thinking as well. You know what I mean? I couldn't have said it any better.
Just to add with that as well, the son also is saying, yeah, that's kind of fucked up that my sister has to go through this. Your son is already understanding that, hey, he did have a leg up on his situation. You know the answer to this damn dilemma. Just do the damn right thing and pay for your kid's school.
Yeah, seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
And Reddit teamed asshole.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell from my reaction to Sean's first initial not the asshole, I was like, oh no, canceled on my first episode back. I can't wait.
That's what not listening gets you.
That's all good.
Just a peek behind the scenes. I was on the live today, and this is September 30 when we're recording this episode. It was the live when it was just me and you, Sean, about the money episode. You know how, like, we were talking about how the dad and the bills, right? Or like taking away a chunk of the paycheck. And at first you were like, oh yeah, this parent's not the asshole. And everyone on the live was just like, hey, yo, is Sean with us in this situation? We're just like, hey, give him time. He'll come around.
Oh yeah.
And then we're just like, damn, the comments are about to be wild for this.
There was one comment that was like I'm absolutely, like, I disagree or whatever. And then like an edit, I'm glad he came around. I was like, I respect the edit. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I beg of you to finish the episode before hitting send on comments. But yeah, it happens. Sometimes I miss crucial information because
all of us do, bro.
We all do. Yeah.
Because it's me. Y'all know my personality at this point.
So I went to the comments and sorted by controversial, because I wanted to see what the hell would come up with this one, because it was unanimous.
Sean. It's Sean that commented that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Sean Hemsworth. Yeah, they're
Sean
fine,
Hemsworth.
Actually.
Crazy. Huckleberry Midscore V said, as someone who never had a college fund and was working at your son's age, I'm mostly just tempted to roll my eyes. You're doing both of them a huge favor and worrying about the beneficiaries getting jealous of each other. Just find a way to make it fair between them in some other way. We don't know the people involved. Maybe you can help your daughter with a car or housing or something. So even they're like, yeah, just make it fair, but they were kind of a pretentious dick at the beginning.
Yeah.
I also worked for school, but I
through all of it.
Yeah,
they were a pretentious dick, not just at the beginning.
Yeah, I also had to work to pay off, my schooling, and got loans. I'm still paying off the loans. Fucking 5 years later, 6 years later.
I have physical disabilities because of that. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want to roll my eyes at these kids who just want, like, a fair,
Yeah,
schooling
agreed.
from. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't make sense to me.
Ain't
but-
nobody asked to be born in this economy, people.
Exactly.
God.
Exactly. All right. Moving on to the next story here, posted by Striking Midscore Current 2180. And the title for this one is, Am I the asshole for telling my wife she's fucking wrong and that my mom is right?
Yes.
Ooh.
Even
Ooh.
if she is wrong, don't tell her she's fucking wrong. Like, you can't fucking emphasize how wrong she is. I
My
feel
wife
like that's,
just murdered someone, and my mom said that's not okay.
yeah.
I was going to say, there might be some scenario. But what are you saying, John?
I'm gonna. This doesn't count. I'm gonna go with that scenario, John.
Interesting. I like it. Very few murders, I think, we've talked about
Nah.
on this podcast. But I like where
If
you're
there's
going.
no trigger warning prior to this, I lost my case already.
No trigger warning.
Damn, I lost.
All right. So I, 35 male, have been married to my wife, 32 female, for 5 years. And we've been struggling financially for the past few months. I lost my job about 3 months ago, and while I found part-time work, it doesn't pay nearly as much as before. We've had to cut back on a lot of things, but it feels like no matter what we do, we're still living paycheck to paycheck and even pulling from our savings. Damn, if that doesn't hit close to home, I understand that. Recently, my mom, 65 female, came over to visit, and she noticed how stressed I was about the money situation. She offered some advice about how we could save money, things like cutting it down on takeout, meal prepping to avoid buying groceries multiple times a week, and switching to cheaper brands. My mom has always been frugal, especially when she was raising me and my siblings on a tight budget. I thought it made sense, especially since we're trying to save wherever we can. I asked if she was willing to go through our spendings and show us where we could cut down, and my wife agreed to this.
Okay.
She made a whole spreadsheet about our spending, and we were spending way too much on fun stuff. We don't need Starbucks every day, and so on. It also became apparent that most of the fun spending was my wife's. To be honest, my wife didn't take the breakdown well and started arguing with my mom that her spreadsheet was wrong. She said that my mom's way of doing things is outdated and doesn't work for us. I mean, you don't need Starbucks every day.
You don't need
You can
Starbucks
make
every day.
coffee.
Or
You really
ever.
don't.
Forever. Fuck
Local.
Starbucks. Yeah,
Shop local.
exactly.
Yeah, have arguments about finances, but buy stuff from locals instead.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly right.
Buy expensive coffee from local
From a local.
chains.
I guarantee the coffee is always better, and most of the time, they're not supporting Israel.
True.
Moving on.
Yes.
Period.
She doesn't want to give up buying organic produce, and she likes having a variety in what we eat each week. I tried explaining that we need to make some sacrifices if we want to get out of this financial hole, but she kept insisting that things weren't as bad as I was making them out to be, and that we just needed to ride it out. My mom left at this point, and we were still arguing, and she told me that she can't give up on takeout. She also went on about my mom being wrong. That's when I lost my patience and said, "You're fucking wrong. My mom is right. She managed to raise 3 kids on one income, and we can't even cut back on groceries for a few months." My wife got extremely upset, saying I was being a huge jerk for siding with my mom and that my mom is outdated. She barely spoken to me since, and now I'm wondering if I went too far. But the way I see it, we need to be realistic about our situation. My mom's advice could actually help us get back on track. So am I the asshole?
I feel like I want to hear the
Everyone
side,
sucks,
the wife side.
except the mom. I guess mom was chilling. She was fine.
That's fair. She was trying to help. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say not the asshole in
Okay.
this scenario. But you can go first, Sean, if you'd like.
Oh no, I mean, I clearly she's wilding because like not only is she like shitting on the idea and saying it's like outdated, she's now offering like her own solution and
True.
hasn't this whole time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just like a huge part of collaboration is don't poo poo on ideas unless you already have like, a solution or constructive criticism. Just
Fair,
being like,
but I
that
still
doesn't
want to hear
work
the
for
other
me,
side.
brother. That's not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
He's her brother? Oh my God.
Easy, brother.
What are you doing, step bro?
No, that's not what I meant. But yeah, I think he also, I mean, I'm sure he's at its wit's end. He hates that they're living paycheck to paycheck, but maybe they need to have like a more serious conversation on what kind of like life they want to live. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
are they okay with just is this cool with her? Just living paycheck to paycheck, always like not really knowing what's going to come up next. Not, I don't know what their situation is. Sounds like just not, they're not, at least OP is not happy with their financial situation. So they need to get aligned on that first, on like what happiness is and what their goal is, because writing it out is not a real solution. You know what I mean? You're writing it out right now.
Yeah.
And that's gotten you to where you are. So obviously she got defensive because she's getting highlighted on what she's spending.
For sure.
But also if she's making more money, I mean, she can, like we always say, you could do what you want with your own money.
Interesting point there. Let me hop in because OP does give a bit more information because people were asking about, certain things. So to your point there, Sean,
I make way more money.
A commenter asked, so you mentioned your own loss of job and working part-time. Does your wife work and is she the primary earner right now? To which OP says she works part-time as she doesn't wish to go full-time, saying it's not good for her mental health. And he says, I'm still the primary earner, even with part-time. Then there is one more.
I mean,
if you want a little bit more information, just to clarify the breakdown part. So did your wife and you discuss having this conversation with your mom? And did the three of you sit down and make the spreadsheet together? Or did you and your mom do this on the side and share it with your wife later? OP said, we sat down together. My mom called and told me she finished going through everything and it would be best if we sat down to go through it. So we were both informed at the same time. So that's all the information.
So the mom did it on her own.
I hope that answered a lot of the questions.
Yeah. So he sucks a lot less, or they suck a lot less. I don't know if this is a guy or
I think it's a male.
Woman. Oh,
but
okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. I think OP sucks a lot less. Don't love the communication style, but he's also probably just very frustrated,
stressed for sure,
and stressed about the financial situation. I think she needs to take a step back, probably when she's not feeling like she's taking the brunt of this fire. But yeah, she definitely handled that situation. One, your mother-in-law's trying to help you, blowing up on her and chopping on her. Like if you're really that upset, just be like, oh, like take it in, and then when she leaves, just bring like, that was dumb, right? Like, don't fucking make it awkward for her. Yeah. I hate that when fucking people fight in front of
other people.
Me. I'm like, what? I don't want to see this, clearly. But yeah.
I'm going full not the asshole in this situation, just because I think OP in this scenario knew the reality of their situation. Their situation is like, hey, they're not making as much as they used to. And he was very much aware that, hey, I know that we have to take a cut back. Not only him as the OP, but them as a family, as a collective. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they both said yes for help, and they both agreed that the finances are going to be checked. To me, that's a consent of like, okay, well, whatever advisor we're going to get, whether that's an outside party, whether if it's, even if it's not the mom, and let's say they hired some sort of like an accountant or something, right?
Yeah.
The same information is going to be relayed. It just happens to be that the mom was the one that was helping them out, which is good for them as well, because that is a free, possibly a free service, as opposed to if they hire somebody to check those finances for them. When the information was broken down, the wife was a lot, combative already. Like, hey, I'm not, that's not me that's doing that. I don't need to cut down on this. I don't need to cut down on that. To which I think it elevated already that she was combative from the jump. Like, hey, we need to make some adjustments. I think that the reaction of like, hey, you know what? My mom was fucking right and you're wrong. I think that's justifiable because she's not seeing the reality of the situation. So the frustration, and we always say like, it's never good blowing up on your partner like that. But I think the partner just didn't see the gravity of the situation. So for that reason, I'm saying he's not the asshole in this case.
Right. So you're saying he said that just to try and snap her out of her, like the breakdown
denial
kind of having. Yeah. Okay, I understand that. I would say, and this is just me personally, I would try and take it as like take a break from this like disagreement.
Yeah.
Step
it's
back,
like a next morning type.
Cooler heads prevail. That's the only like I get. He's frustrated. He's probably stressing out about money, stressing out about his loss of job. I get that, and so I understand why he snapped there.
Bitch.
I'm just saying personally, I would have probably stepped back,
Same.
taken a cooler heads approach, and then like tried to come back like an hour or the next
Oh
day or
my
something like that, and tried
god.
to really have a discussion with my wife about. I can say that now because I have one.
Ooh.
About,
Whoa.
We all
about
have one now.
we have one now.
Yay!
About like the strategy we want to do going forward, and so uh, again, I don't think OP is in the wrong. I just think that's what he probably should have tried to do. Again, I
Agreed.
understand where he's coming from, but yeah. And Reddit agreed, not the asshole. And I read the comments that I wanted to read. So moving on to the next one. That was cross-posted by Lucy Araya Rose on Best of Redditor updates.
Ooh.
So a bit of a spoiler. There's going to be updates.
All right, let me seatbelt, buckle in.
Buckle up. And this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Leaving a Drunk Girl Alone at the Bar?
Ooh.
A drunk alone? What do you mean?
Best not to. At least,
Probably not.
have someone tend to them. Like, hey, a bartender, hey, can you keep an eye on that person?
Especially if
Depends
it's a
how-
stranger,
like, what do you mean by
I don't want to
alone?
be responsible for a stranger, you know what I mean? And then
True.
like, especially if they
Exactly.
don't know you and they're drunk, whenever they hear, they're like, well, I mean, how do I know you weren't weird? Type of deal. So definitely the bartender, like I feel like managers and bartenders are pretty good at this.
Oh yeah, they're trained to do it in most
Yeah.
areas, I think.
So I mean, I feel like if you just left them alone, like you just saw a drunk person just like passed out on the floor and you're like, damn, that's crazy. And yeah, probably not great. I feel like you should alert the manager or
Yeah.
bartenders.
Okay. All right. So this involves me, 32 male, Matt, 30 male, Matt's girlfriend Lisa, 28 female, and her friend Jane in her 20s. Doesn't say the specific age, but 20 somewhere.
Sounds fishy.
Yep, I already forgot all the names and ages.
Same, actually, and I read them. So,
Okay, so not important going forward.
It comes up eventually in the update. I'll say that, but
Okay.
Yeah, going forward, you don't really have to know it. 2 days back, it was Matt's birthday. He invited me and a few of our friends to a small birthday dinner at this restaurant, which is also kind of a bar. The plan was to eat, drink, and chill. Matt's girlfriend Lisa also invited a few of her own friends. It was a group of around 15 people. I mostly hung out with my own friends and Matt and Lisa's friends with her. One of Lisa's friends, Jane, kept trying to talk to me throughout the evening. It was kind of awkward for me as I'm an introvert and the conversation with her felt like they were going nowhere. Around 12, I decided to head back home. Jane came up to me and told me that she wanted to go back home too. I was like, okay, cool. Then she asked if I could drop her off at her house. I asked where she lived, and she told me some address that wasn't even on my way, so I told her to ask someone else to drop her off. She asked me if I was sure I couldn't do it, and I was like, yep, absolutely. I love how he's just like, yeah, I can't do that.
And for that reason, I'm out.
I mean, I respect the honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jane was visibly
but
drunk, but I figured she had a group of friends, so someone would give her a ride. Also, I was tired as fuck and just wanted to go back to sleep. The next morning, I woke up to some very angry messages from Lisa. She was furious at me for leaving Jane alone at the party. Apparently, they all assumed that since I was hanging out with Jane, I would have the decency to drop her back off at home. I told her that I talked to Jane for a total of like 15 minutes for the entire 3 to 4 hours, and I don't understand why everyone wanted me to be her personal chauffeur. All of her friends obviously think I'm a huge asshole, and Matt has decided to stay neutral on this. So am I the asshole?
okay, so leaving a girl alone at a bar. There's clearly a lot of lack of communication here. And especially if she was drunk, like, because it's okay to get wasted if you want to get wasted. But I feel like usually when you go out, you should always have a designated driver to avoid situation like this. If they had a designated driver, this wouldn't necessarily be a problem. But they clearly didn't, and so a drunk girl was left alone at a bar, which is extremely dangerous. So I understand why people are mad. The polite thing to do is usually to like do it anyway. But whatever.
I will say this though, and I think if you are going to go to a party knowing that you're going to be consuming alcohol or other substances, you have to have some sort of contingency plan on how you're going to get home.
Yeah.
It's if I was OP in this situation, would I have gone out of my way to make sure that someone is safe? Yes. But ultimately, I'm not responsible for that person.
Yeah.
And especially
Right.
that they just it sounds like they just met them. Am I
It
wrong? on
sounds
that?
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like.
It's a complete stranger. I don't trust strangers at all. What if I'm out of the way and it's not a safe place for me? You know what I'm saying? So I would have went a little bit out of the way and say like, hey, I just want to make sure you're good. I'll order you an Uber so that way I can at least see that you got there safely, or, you know, share your location with me or something like that. I'd go out of my way, but personally, him not dropping her off, I don't think they're an asshole for that.
Okay. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, kind of same. I think what I would have done if I was in that situation is I would have just gone up to my friend,
Matt?
yeah, Matt, and I would have been like, hey, I'm trying to dip. She also is drunk and needs to get home.
Yeah.
Or like she lives out of the way. One, she lives out of the way. Two, I do not know this lady. And it's just like, three, I probably don't want to be alone with a stranger that's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to drop them off. You know, what if they don't get to their destination? Things like that. So like, can you make sure she's good? Because I'm trying to sleep. You know me. I don't even
Yeah.
like parties.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I
Oh,
think
shit.
honestly,
You
I
didn't
think
do it?
he probably assumed, oh, she's with a bunch of friends, she's fine, she can get home. Someone will get her a ride home if she doesn't, like, if she can't find a way home. So I and he's also like, I don't know you. You're not my friend. like I have no responsibility towards you, whereas you have whatever 7 or 8 friends here that you know that have more of a responsibility to you. So I get where he's coming from, where he's just like, hey, if you were on the way to my house, I would have dropped you off, or even like close. But I can get where he's coming from as
I
someone
get where
who,
he's coming from for sure. But
Yeah.
I would have just been like,
Yeah.
Oh, big stretch.
big stretcher.
Big stretch.
But yeah, I would just have like talked to my friend just
for sure.
for me, just to, you know, clear my conscience while I leave. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
I get
just,
it.
hey, somebody should grab her. It's not me. I'm not the one.
And I'm
But
saying this
somebody.
from like a place of privilege of being a guy, because for us, we'd be like,
Yes.
"Oh yeah, we'll fucking take an Uber. We don't care.
Literally.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll say that."
some Ubers are scary.
Some
yeah.
exactly.
With
So
a
I
drunk.
I can
vulnerable
understand. I
person.
can understand like the concern of the friends. Like, hey, you had the power to be able to make sure she gets home safe. I get that part.
My argument to them would be, you're her friends. You also have a responsibility to get her home
Exactly.
fucking safe. What are you guys doing?
Exactly.
And it was a house party, right? Am I?
No, it was
were
at a
they
bar.
It was at
It
a
was a
bar.
bar. Yeah, it's like a bar /
I mean,
restaurant.
But when they leave, are they not looking to
That's what I
see-
mean.
Oh, that is such a big stretch. I'm so
What
sorry.
a big stretch. Okay, I woke her and she's ready
She's
to leave.
gone.
Oh, wait,
Maybe not.
Wait, no. Okay.
No, she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone. She's gone. She's out.
Sorry.
But
Continue.
yeah, I think the friends have just as much, if not more, of a responsibility
Yes.
towards their own friends, and so them blaming you seems like projection to me.
Yeah. Because I think they also probably forgot her ass. And then they're like, well,
What did I say fuck me for? I
Oh,
just met her.
yeah.
I was
It's
the first one
easy to
gone.
fucking put the blame on the person that they're not really friends with.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, how could you leave her alone? Like, y'all left after me. 'Cause
Yeah.
If anybody left her alone,
It was you.
Is
It
you.
was
So some relevant comments. Someone asked, "What does Jane think?" And OP said, "Apparently, even Jane thinks I'm an asshole for not dropping her off at home. I'm kind of stumped at their behavior. Not gonna lie." And then commenter asked about OP's feelings or lack thereof for Jane. And OP says, "I'm pretty sure Jane is in her early 20s. Part of the reason the conversations were awkward with her was because she sounded like a kid to me. I felt like there was a generational gap. LOL. So hooking up was out of the question." So people were like implying that Jane probably wanted to go back to his place,
oh, for
Mm.
sure.
and he's
I
like,
mean, that's how I understood that conversation to be going.
and OP sounds like a listener of Reddit on Wiki and said that's against the Sean rule. Fuck that. So respect
I like
to OP.
that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
OP.
we go
also
home
didn't
and
know you were a
sleep, baby.
listener, brother.
We're old now. All we do is go home and sleep after
Yeah.
9.
I get what you're saying. There's no like consensus bot on Am I the Asshole, but the majority were not the asshole.
Mm.
So that was majority comments were that. And
Oh,
there,
so this was posted on Am I the Asshole and we got referenced?
no, we didn't. I was kidding.
No, he was joking about that.
I was like, shit, we made it. We fucking made it, brother. We're on
We
the
do
fucking
get
Am I
reference
the Asshole?
on Update Wednesday that we're gonna do in a future.
Soon.
Who knows
Soon.
what?
Yeah, soon. But there is an update to this story, like I teased.
Oh.
So, update. Lisa entirely stopped talking to me after the incident. And then he puts in brackets, not that we were close before, but she would sometimes forward reels and etc. on Instagram. Matt was also being distant, but whatever. I got busy with work and kind of forgot about it. A week after the said incident, Matt texted me saying he needed a favor. He said he wanted me to apologize to Jane, and I was like, fuck no. I'm not apologizing to her. Matt said that he knows it's not my fault at all, and he's tried to explain this to Lisa, but she's adamant that I was an asshole to Jane and made Lisa look bad in front of her. Apparently, Lisa gave Matt an ultimatum, saying that if I don't apologize to her and Jane, Matt needs to cut me off.
Oh Lord.
Man,
Tough.
how close are y'all?
You're just like, oh, fuck Matt.
Because I'd be like, bro, if this is
Yeah.
This
Tough.
ain't worth all the headache.
This honestly was some high school bullshit that Lisa was partaking in and very toxic. And I told Matt the same thing, but he was really desperate and pathetically
Hey,
sad. So I
Wicked.
agreed to text Jane an apology. I texted her something along the lines of, hey, sorry I didn't drop you off at your place like you asked. I was really tired and wasn't thinking. My bad. She
That
replied
sounds good
with,
to me.
it's all right. Don't worry about it. But this apparently made Jane think I'm interested in her or something. And I felt like an absolute idiot for agreeing to the apology. She started texting me a lot. In the beginning, I gave monosymbolic replies, but then her texts increased a lot.
Oh Lord.
And I straight up hit her up with, please stop texting me. I'm not interested.
Ooh,
This hurt. I mean, better than ghost.
yeah,
respect.
but
Yeah.
Honesty is
Yeah,
the best
respectfully.
policy.
This hurt her, and she snitched to Lisa again. And Lisa started threatening Matt to go no
Okay,
contact with me.
how old are
They
these
fought
people?
about this non-issue for like a week, and this made Matt realize that Lisa is really toxic, and they broke up.
Good.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Like
Some
Jesus.
you Lisa life for you, baby.
Yeah,
because
there we
I was
go.
gonna be like, if she's giving you the ultimatum, and you're choosing her over me,
That's
then
crazy.
that's all. That's
I don't
all
think
that
we
needs
could
to
be
be
friends.
said about our
Yeah.
friendship. You know? Choose her. Make it
Yeah.
easy.
Jane also hasn't tried to contact me yet either.
Lord.
Life is peaceful for the time being, and that is the update. So it sounded like Jane was into him the whole time, and they all
Yeah.
got pissy that if they were trying to hook them up, whatever plan they had didn't work, and then they were pissy at him for not driving her home to hook up with her,
Mhm.
even though they're like
Where
a
is
10
this
year
fucking
age
chaotic
difference.
He was a believer of the Sean rule. Good
He
person.
is a listener.
You're not gonna lie. For about 2 seconds, my head was so big. You couldn't fucking
Oh,
tell me
there you
shit,
go.
brother.
All right. So moving on to the next one. I don't. This username is awful. It was cross posted on our subreddit. Cross posted by Kobe Copter.
Ooh.
Yeah. That reaction was my exact same one, Sean, when I read it.
I'm sad now.
Mamba out.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
But the story was too good not to pass up on. So, trigger warning for the next one for traumatic birth. It's a traumatic birth story. So if you don't want to listen to that, feel free to skip.
All births are
Timestamps are down
traumatic.
in the show notes. So yeah, we'll see you at the next story. Title is, Am I the Asshole for Telling My Husband That He Absolutely Ruined the Birth of Our Child?
Oh, I think I
gotta
heard
say
that
no.
one.
I feel like this is a common theme
I heard
for
that one. I'm pretty sure.
Reddit stories.
For
So-
Am I the Asshole? Yeah.
from Am I the Asshole? So I'm going with the law average here.
Okay. What are you, Sean?
Not gonna lie, my shit froze again, so I'm gonna rock with John.
Cool. Cool. Love it. All right. So, hi, everyone. Our daughter is now 8 weeks old. So, obviously, this whole argument has gone on for a very, very long time. We both have been holding grudges, and neither of us think that we are in the wrong. My husband does not know I'm posting this, so I'm going to keep it anonymous as possible. So, when I got pregnant with my daughter, my husband started immediately telling me that I should have a home birth. I really do not know why he was so adamant on it, but he was. At first, I brushed him off and told him I would think about it because I was only 6 weeks pregnant and the
Am I
birth
having
seemed
fun?
so far
I'm
off.
chilling.
Of course, it came quickly, and my husband would literally speak over me at the doctor's.
I mean, I hate to do the delivery circuit, so I gotta put my podcast and just chill. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, my ADHD won't let me stay awake because that shit is so repetitive. But I'm getting the fucking Token and Canon right now, so I'm writing it out while listening to one of my favorite podcasts where I listen to people tell their story on Reddit and I'm judging them. So I'm chilling.
Appointments, but my doctor would ask if I had a birth plan. That's crazy. This caused a few arguments between us in those 39 weeks of pregnancy, but I never really changed my mind. Eventually, my husband's mother sat me down and talked to me, and she told me all the reasons why they did not want me to go to the hospital for the birth. I expressed my concerns about the safety of the baby and myself, but just like my husband, she brushed me off.
Who is they?
I'm curious about what the...
I mean, like, whose vagina is giving birth to that baby? Because that primary vagina is the only one whose opinion matters in this. Home birth with no epidural is crazy. We're in 2025. Let a bitch go to the fucking doctor. God damn, giving birth is hard enough. Women still die in 2025 from giving birth. And these crazy people want her to have a home birth? If she doesn't want to have a home birth, nobody should force her to have a home birth. And if they keep forcing her to have a home birth, that's ground for divorce. On God, your husband doesn't give a flying fuck about you. And listening to his mama over the fucking mother of his children, because mama gave birth to me and she felt all of it. Okay, good for her. But I ain't your mama. This is gonna end up in a divorce. Oh God. This is terrible. I swear.
reasons were why you wouldn't want to get hospital
Is there like
birth.
a weird religious thing?
Maybe?
I remember past stories that we did, and it was a sister-in-law and the mother-in-law was saying that, oh, you won't be as womanly if you don't, do a natural
Oh.
birth or some shit like
Yeah,
that. It's like
fuck
a
that.
rite of passage for them.
Yeah,
Fuck
but you can do
that.
a natural birth at a
At the
hospital.
hospital.
Yeah, you can.
No, yeah.
I
Oh,
was
you
gonna
can also
comment
not
already.
do
I was gonna
that.
comment a story already. I gotta say, if whoever's pushing the baby out gets the fucking choice of what they want to do.
Yeah,
Exactly right.
Pretty much.
100%. I ended up telling my husband that I would take myself to the hospital when it was time and that I did not want a home birth. He acted as if he didn't want to hear me. We met with a doula who was also very pushy. I felt overwhelmed
This
and not
is
supported at all.
insane. Oh my God.
I was 36 weeks at that point. So when I went into labor, I was 39 weeks and I absolutely begged my husband to take me to the hospital where my doctor is, and he wouldn't.
This is disgusting.
He spoke to
Divorce.
me condescendingly and
Divorce.
called the
Divorce.
doula instead.
No.
I was in labor.
Divorce.
Get this. I was in labor for about 3 days, active labor for about around 22 hours. Yeah.
With
With no
medication.
Yeah. Crazy.
Murder him.
No, divorce. I mean,
Yes.
Murder.
Murder.
3
I will
days.
join you.
3 days of labor is insane. 3 days of labor is crazy. No, I'm sorry. That shit would have ended up with me in jail. That actually would have ended up with me in jail. That motherfucker died. I don't know what happened to him. He's gone. This child is a holy child. He has no progenitor. Nobody contributed to this child's coming into being. I self-impregnated myself. That child has no father, no mother-in-law, no doula. It's just me, myself, and I, and my baby. Because 3 days of labor is because this motherfucking useless breeding asshole who just had to come inside and dip while she has to carry the kid for 9 months and then push something the size of a watermelon out of her fucking vagina. And she had to push that motherfucker out for 3 days. Grounds for murder. And Tito, what are you doing there? You know you're not supposed to go there. Holy moly, Jesus. Crazy. Anyway. Nope, murder. It's radical, but hey, you know, sometimes you do what you gotta do. And I support women's rights and women's wrong. So murder.
Don't
Now
bleep that.
we often don't support violence.
I do.
But this is torture.
This is
Like,
No,
that's
more
business.
than
you
You
could
torture.
have killed
Absolutely.
killed your
Both
wife.
I
of
don't
them.
know if
Both
you
of
should
them.
keep going, but I
and the
guess we
baby.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cried the whole time and just felt something was wrong. I was scared, and oftentimes they left me alone.
What
The,
the?
the doula told me that if active pushing and labor reached 24 hours, I had to go into the hospital. I remember thinking that I could not decide which was worse, staying in labor for another 2 hours or having my baby right there. When she was finally out, I don't even remember wanting to hold her. I just remember crying out of relief. Obviously, I'm okay now, but I did not have a good experience. On my first appointment after birth with the doctor, she was very shocked I had the baby. She was concerned, and I was so upset. I told my husband that he's absolutely ruined it for me. I truly never want to go through with that again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. I hear mothers say that they forget all of the pain the second they have a baby.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I have friends who gave birth. You don't forget the pain. They said the pain is so intense that you want to fucking, yeah, you can lose consciousness from the pain. You can lose consciousness, which is not a good thing for the baby, obviously. Women again still die giving birth in 2025. And it's one of the most, if not the most painful thing that can happen to a person. The reason why women want to go through this more than once is beyond me. I don't even know if I want to go through this shit once. I remember watching somebody give birth back in high school during science class, and I nearly threw up. That shit is nasty. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The amount of things that come out of there, the liquid, the blood, the placenta, I wanted to die. It was disgusting. Oh. And plus, the woman clearly looked like she was in pain, obviously. So there's that. There's the pain. There's the disgusting shit. Mind you, even after you give birth, you still have to wear a diaper for like 3 weeks because there's still things leaking out of your vagina that need to come out. The whole process is nasty and painful. And on top of that, she had 3 days of labor. She's a superhero, and he deserves to die. You heard the secret too? Same.
But I didn't. I love my daughter so much, but it was horrible, and it was entirely his fault. So I told him several times. He rolls his eyes every time and tells me how mothers are strong and how
divorce!
I'm not trying to be strong. I told him that if we ever have another baby, which he wants, that I will never do a home birth
There's
again.
no if.
His response was, "We'll see."
No!
I cannot possibly be the asshole here, can I?
No!
Everyone around me is acting like this is so normal, but it's not, is it?
It's not.
So am
it's
I
called
the asshole?
abuse. It's
Murder.
abuse. He wanted to murder you.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is
he's setting
crazy.
you out to dry.
He's telling
He
you have
wants
to
you
die.
dead. Like, oh my god, this is making me angry. I hate when men just see women as some sort of vessels, as some sort of a piece of meat. Just like, hey, go ahead and deliver my offs. Do you know? I can't even imagine. I can't even fathom the pain, the suffering, the mental fucking anguish they gotta go through to do, like, to give a life, like childbirth. I got kicked in the nuts like twice in a row at some point, and I'm like, I thought that was the worst pain in my life. That's probably a blip
Nowhere
of
near
what they
it.
feel.
Yeah.
Nowhere near it.
Nowhere
That
near
little
it.
goddamn pain simulator we did when we did our live, bro, I tapped out at 6. And that's probably a tickle compared to like what they had to go through. And this, I'm choosing violence on his husband.
Bro.
Yeah, we don't always choose violence, but
I do.
We choose it correctly.
John, you're forgetting the bit.
No, I'm forgetting it for this motherfucker for sure.
He's like, I will pass on my bit for this guy. Yeah, and I agree.
I wish him nothing but kidney stones for the rest of his life.
Woo!
And that's probably not even what it feels like.
Yeah,
to feel
it
that.
is. It's crazy to me.
I need to go after this. I'm tired of
honestly,
dying.
it does seem like he wanted her to not make it through. like with the lack of care, even
Yes.
like throughout
To
3
dip
days.
in the middle is crazy.
Yeah, like that's insane. Like 22 hours of active labor, not taking you to the hospital, not checking on you, leaving you at some
She
points.
should have just called
Like,
911.
it really seems
Like, but
you're-
I'm sorry, she's in this is an abusive relationship. She was in an extremely vulnerable place. She should have just called a cab or 911, and if he doesn't want to let you go, bitch, call the police for fucking like sequestration. Because this motherfucker is crazy. And then get a shotgun. I support women's right and women's wrong. Because that's the kind of case where I'm like, I don't know. If I witnessed it, I'd be like, I didn't see anything, Your Honor. I don't know what the police is talking about. No crime was committed here. Everything is fine. Nothing of value was lost, obviously. So, I don't know. Didn't see nothing, didn't hear anything. I played the fifth.
you're dating someone who doesn't want you around, and
Dude, the Will C is sinister.
Yeah,
Will C is evil.
Truly one of the most evil people we've talked about. Get out of there. Don't even. I can't.
I really
fathom
hope
how
that
you're
the
considering a
Reddit
second child
turns
with
out
this
telling her to
person.
leave this man.
I don't know how you're
Leave this man.
considering staying with this
Yep,
person.
I don't know how you're still there. It's been 8 weeks. I'd be taking my baby and running
And
for the
dip.
hills because this guy is dangerous to you and the
He's a
baby.
psychopath.
And so is the mother-in-law. Like, fuck
The
her
mother-in-law
as
can
well.
suck a dick.
And the doula.
Fuck the doula. Yeah,
Everybody
everyone's an
involved needs to
asshole except for
fucking
you and
die.
the baby here.
Also, where
Crazy.
do you live where everybody is taking this as normal news? You know what I mean?
Well, it's probably the 3 people she sees is the
Yeah,
doula,
that's
the
clearly- she clearly
mother-in-law,
doesn't have a lot
and
of
the
people on her
husband,
side.
all telling her that this is normal, basically. And so
Oh.
she probably feels gaslit into thinking it's normal.
What?
Yeah,
It's
the
not.
fact that she has no autonomy or say in any of the situation, this is abuse.
Yeah. I don't know. I obviously not the asshole was what Reddit decided.
Good.
And Flonique said, anyone else feel super creeped out that the husband and the mother conspired to force OP into a home birth? It immediately gave me the sense that they hoped she would die and they could keep the baby. And that was exactly what you said you were feeling there, John. So not a great story. I apologize for that one. But all right. Moving on to the last one here, which I am rusty because I did not put who
Ugh.
cross posted this or
That
posted
was
this.
heavy, Josh.
I'm sorry. I had to do one, but this one's a little bit of a lighter one.
Okay.
So this one comes from Am I the Asshole Hearing Aids on AITAH. And the title is Am I the Asshole for Suing My Cousin for $6,000 to pay for my hearing aids after he threw me in the pool?
Hey,
No.
I'm suing, baby.
Uh,
You can see me at the hearing, motherfucker.
God damn.
Man, I wish my internet skipped for that.
Sounds like the one time I could hear everything.
Yeah.
And I wish
God
I
damn.
didn't.
That's crazy.
Fuck. All right. So my family is all on my cousin's side for this issue, and I want some outside judgment. My cousin, 25 male, has always been the golden child of our generation. He's funny, good looking, and outgoing, not to mention a boy amongst girls. He always loves to mess around and play pranks. For the record, I really dislike this cousin. I think he's irresponsible, childish, and annoying. I have had hearing problems for years, and I recently got a $6,000 pair of hearing aids. Recently at my grandmother's birthday party, we were all eating and drinking on the back porch. My grandmother has a pool. My cousin decided he was going to throw me in the pool because it would be funny to ruin my hair that I just got done that day. I repeatedly told him to stop and to put me down in a very serious and not playful at all tone.
Wait, can I ask how old? Did they say how old the OP is?
They said how old the cousin is.
Cousin
25.
is a 25, right?
I'm guessing they're all probably 20s.
20s.
If I had to assume. But they have not clarified how old they are.
Okay.
Too old to be acting like this.
That's
Yeah.
what I was going to say.
The cousin's 25. If someone asks you not to do it seriously, then you should respect that. He threw me in the pool and my hearing aids were ruined. Afterwards, when I told him what happened, he basically said, "Whoops, I didn't know you had hearing aids now." When I told him the cost of them and that he would have to replace them, he freaked out and said, no way. My family didn't want to make him pay for them because I significantly out-earn him and also everyone else in the family. He was in college at the time, barely making ends meet, in a call center job.
You better start calling more people, bitch.
You better get real good at your job.
Yep.
Oh,
Prepare to learn other langes, buddy, because you're taking extra shifts.
His girlfriend and him have a baby, and they live in a one-bedroom
Nice.
apartment.
Sell your kid. I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
so your kid is funny.
Fuck.
Oh, man.
What's going on today?
I'm feeling frisky today, guys. I haven't eaten for a whole day, and I'm fasting, and I'm struggling big time.
All right, so he refused to pay, so I took him to court, and I won. He refused to make payments after that, so I took him back to court, and his wages are now being garnished for the maximum amount, which is 20% of his total wages.
Yeah.
It pushed him over the edge of what he could afford, so he had to work extra and dropped out of college to be able to pay for their rent.
Love it.
Oh,
My family is absolutely fuming at me. I think he made one bad choice after the other, and he has never given a sincere apology during this whole ordeal. Had he given a real apology after the incident and asked if he could wait until he finished school to pay me back, I would have been fine with it. But the entitled little prick is digging his feet in at every move. So am I the asshole?
Hell no. I don't know if I heard this right, Josh. You mentioned that he wanted to throw her in the pool because she just got her hair done, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, so he already had a
I would have still
reason.
sued. I would have still sued if I just got my hair done like that. I still sued the same amount. But the hearing aid on top of the hair? Bitch, you better work 4 shifts for you to pay me back.
That was going to be my main thing. I was like, I hope you added the hair bill because hair ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially you get color and all that, get it blown out and styled. You're looking at, I imagine, anywhere between like $100 to $200. So
oh, for sure. Yeah.
Just add that to the bill.
Yep.
Also, wild that all of them like are so livid at you, but none of them came up with a solution on like how to make sure you got your hearing aids back.
Yeah.
They're all just like, well, you make money, do it. None of them. And then when you said no, it's the principle of the thing. None of them were like, all right, well, let's all put in funding so you don't. They all just watched you sue his ass twice. And then they still want to get mad at you like they didn't have the chance to get in there and do some shit. That's wild.
Why is everyone coddling this douchebag of a kid?
Right?
It sounds like he's the, well, she made it sound like he's the male cousin that gets favored a lot because he's the male cousin. That was implied.
Sounds like he's hot and charismatic.
Bro,
so they're like, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. He's
gonna
definitely
go far.
But yeah, I agree. Not the asshole. I think, he already was going into throwing you in the pool, like you guys said, for not great reasons. And then your hearing aid on top of that. And at no point, like you said, did he apologize, which like he could have been like, hey, my bad. I fucked up. I realized that. Is there any way we could negotiate payments? Like I could pay a low fee now.
Like payment plan, like figure some shit out.
Exactly. I think OP would have been cool with that. Like that. Really, all they wanted was an apology by the sounds of it.
A sincere one at that.
A sincere one. Obviously, she should still get her money, but at the minimum, she should have got an apology.
Good. He needs to learn a lesson. There's consequences to the stupid actions that he be doing.
Yeah.
100%. Fuck that guy. And Reddit deemed not the asshole,
Obviously.
of course, because fuck, crazy. All right, that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. Glad to be back. It's great to be here.
Just pan out on Sean's screen the whole time.
Sean's going to a bathroom break, so we'll pan out on that.
Yeah, he'll never see it.
He'll never see it. But that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Were these people assholes? Let us know down in the comments on YouTube, Discord, or in our subreddits. If you want to hear we did 2 crazy stories in the Patreon. If you want to hear those,
anger.
I don't want to be more angry than I already was with that fucking forced home birth story.
What's my kiddo and I pulled off a prank 5 years in the making against my wife.
Ooh.
And you said this was kind of lighthearted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I should have not said that.
Yeah.
Because it does sound sinister.
Not the asshole.
Oh, wrong episode.
This is a Monday. All right. 5 years ago, on her 13th birthday, take notes, we were chatting about what she wanted to do on her major milestone.
13th?
Her 13th birthday?
She was a teenager?
With the kiddo.
Okay.
Kiddo's
The
13.
kid is
The
13.
girl.
The
my
wife?
No,
Illegal.
my child bride. Yeah, OP should have probably made that more clear. 5 years ago, on her 13th birthday, we were chatting about what she wanted to do on her major milestone birthday. We decided that on her 18th, we would play a prank on her mother. That was tonight.
Mm.
We went out with friends and family, and after the main meal, I announced that I wanted to buy my newly adult child their first alcoholic drink. Cool, she said. I'll take a whiskey. Cue the looks of disbelief from everyone at the table. My wife said, that's hardcore. And my mother tried desperately to convince her grandchild of any better option. The kid remained steadfast, and I put on my best, this will be a good lesson for her to learn, face, and asked if anyone else wanted a shot of whiskey.
Really?
No one did. But everyone got out their phones to record this momentous occasion. I'd informed the server of our plans ahead of time,
Okay.
and she brought out 2 shot glasses. One with Angel's Envy. Never heard of that. Is that good?
I'm
I'm not a whiskey man.
a McAllen person. Sorry.
That she put in front of me, and one with apple juice that she placed in front of my daughter. We both downed our shots, looked around at everyone to see their reaction. My parents, sitting opposite, were preparing to leap out of the way of the spray. My wife's expression went from worry to confusion to suspicion quite quickly. Neither of us pranksters could keep our laughter in for too long, and we quickly spilled the beans, but the facial expressions of everyone at the table were brilliant. My mother, in particular, had a wonderfully expressive reaction, and all in all, it was a pretty trivial prank, but the best bit was that all through her troubled teenage years, we've always been able to bring a smile to each other's face by reminding each other of our conspiracy. It's something that was shared between just the two of us, and it's something so simple yet so wonderfully binding.
Aw.
That's so wholesome.
That is.
Cute.
Wow, a prank that you like.
Yeah, I
That's
know. I usually
rare.
hate all pranks.
Yeah,
I'm very
same.
anti-prank. This one's a good one.
That's true.
I feel like
Hi,
they could have
Basmocal.
went a little bit overboard and did like a double fest
chilling.
of shots
Ooh.
or like a
That would have been good.
That's a little bit too whiskey of a joke. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, next door.
We just experienced that in person.
Wow.
That's
Sarah,
not
how
that
are you waiting for Nasty to pull one up?
No, I'm not witty like that.
Gasp.
Disagree, but yeah, I don't know. They definitely could have dragged it out longer. Been
Yeah.
like, let's do another round. Actually, that was fun.
yeah.
Double fisting is
Like,
a
or
good
let's do
idea.
tequila next.
Yeah.
Don't mix. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Everclear, please.
Oh, I have bad
Everclear.
memories with Everclear.
I don't think I've ever taken a
Or absinthe.
I don't think you're
Absinthe is
absinthe is
crazy.
delicious though.
absinthe.
Yeah.
Didn't that used to be like illegal, right?
Yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah.
But I think they took out whatever makes you.
Hallucinate.
Hallucinate.
Holy
Yeah.
moly, what the fuck
Is it
is what the-
cocaine or whatever?
Probably is
I
cocaine.
have no idea.
But cocaine doesn't make you hallucinate, does it?
I don't
I've never
know.
done
No,
cocaine.
it
Allegedly.
does not.
That's a fact. I've never done it. Not allegedly. That's,
Look in the
For
camera.
legal reasons.
not even for legal reasons. Just
I
I've
never heard
done
of cocaine making people hallucinate.
Dad.
I'm not an expert.
Guys, this is not how I wanted this show to go.
Wait, so do y'all
I've done other drugs.
remember your first
Allegedly.
alcoholic drink?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes.
This
It
weapon is
was
weird.
a shot of Fireball, actually.
Ew, that's
legal.
It was
rough.
disgusting.
no, just first
Any
drink.
Oh, and
legal and illegal drink.
Probably my first illegal drink was in the Philippines. It's a brand called, should we say brand? But it was rum.
Rum.
basically. Yeah.
Mm.
Mine was hypnotic. If you know, you know.
Whoa.
Millennial.
A time.
Incredible
Throwback.
Hulks.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like there was like 3 color like Powerpuff Girl, like red, blue, and green, right?
Oh, Alizé, Hypnotic, and I forgot what the yellow one was.
there was
oh,
a
no,
red
yellow.
one too, right? Or,
That's a I think that's Alizé.
and then there was a green one.
Hypnotic was blue. Alizé was the pink one.
I didn't drink back then,
Yeah.
but I knew they were a thing. Like when I go to parties, people would
Is
like,
green
"Oh, we
Midori-
got a bottle
Green's
of
not Midori,
Hypnotic."
right?
Was it Midori?
Is green Midori?
Maybe.
Why not?
I don't remember. Shout out Da, old friend. But yeah, at his party, he was like, "I bought one of each," and we were like, "Whoa, you're rich."
Like $10.
Yeah, probably. I think the first drink I ever had was like I had a sip of a wine cooler, and then I didn't drink until I was like 23.
Mm.
I was like, "That's good. I'm fine."
The age of
It's a wine cooler.
They were a thing popular back then. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm showing my age here, but I
It's
don't.
kind of like the version of like hard.
Yeah,
seltzers
they're
now.
seltzers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seltzers back
Same
then.
vibe, but
Same vibe.
Yeah, I was 13. I had a wine cooler, and I was like, "That was cool."
Like Smirnoff, was a wine cooler,
Nice.
right?
Right? I think so.
Like Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I drank too much like adios motherfuckers. Like as a 21-year-old, I would.
Was that a name?
Blissful Cow, that's literally what I was saying earlier. I fucking hate the circuit. But I feel like ever since I stopped doing it, they made it way faster. Cause like I haven't been here for like a long time, and I feel like I'm advancing relatively fast. So, cause I literally haven't done circuit in months. So no, it's not. I feel like they probably nerfed it a little bit so that it's more viable and less annoying to do. So I'm chilling. I'm chilling for real. Especially because you know how it is when I grind in these repetitive ass quests. I just put my favorite podcast or one of my favorite podcasts in the background and I'm chilling. I'm relaxed. So it's cool.
Of a brand
It was a drink.
Oh,
A mixed drink.
A mixed drink. I've had everything like tequila, rum, like you name it.
They just threw all the like,
like
like a
jungle
jungle
juice?
juice.
jungle juice essentially.
Mm.
Yeah, I would down like 5 or 6 of those at a bar.
I've only had jungle juice once.
Oh, jungle juice with Everclear is crazy.
My goodness.
But I was like 19, 20, so everything just passes through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for legal reasons, we were 21.
Oh, yes.
Allegedly.
There's a
I was
lot Josh is
Mexico.
gonna have to edit out, and I
I
apologize.
was in Mexico.
We're in Canada. All right. Time to get sad.
Oh no.
I hate my
All right.
weapons.
This one is coming from. Oh, found by me.
Oh, you worked?
Whoa.
so far
I didn't work.
so good. But that's my third squad.
This is coming from. Oops, sorry, the person that hated us on Patreon. Thank you for paying us. From r/true off my chest. My wife, 31 female, is demanding I take a paternity test for her friend's baby.
What?
Whoa.
So the wife is suspecting that
He
you're
cheated.
cheating on her
With,
with,
her,
the
with her
friend?
friend?
With her friend.
That's
That's
rough.
rough.
Wait, I think I heard that story.
Hey.
And there was like a logical
All right.
explanation.
This is coming from user Nightmare God 198. It goes like this. I'm honestly at a complete loss right now, and I just need to vent. My wife, 31 female, and I, 33 male, have been married for 5 years. We have no children, and up until a few weeks ago, I thought everything between us was solid until she blindsided me. She has a friend, Jazz, 30 female, who she sees a few times a month. Jazz recently gave birth to a baby boy, and out of nowhere, about 3 weeks ago, my wife told me to take a paternity test to prove that I'm not the father of Jazz's child. I honestly thought she was joking. I laughed, and I expected her to laugh with me. But the seriousness in her eyes made my stomach drop. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I've never felt so disheartened. So I said that right?
I already maxed those out.
Disheartened?
That's right. That's the right way to say it. And disrespected in my life. For context, I met Jazz almost 1 year ago at a family gathering. I've never been alone with her, never had any sort of relationship or inappropriate interaction with her. I don't even know her that well. And the only resemblance I have with that kid is that his nose and my nose isn't that uncommon. I've never cheated on my wife. Never even thought about it. I don't look at other women, let alone give them any attention. I've always been loyal and transparent. I even gave my wife access to my phone to show her that I haven't been in contact with Jazz or anyone else inappropriately. She found nothing and still insists that I take the test, even threatening to divorce me if I don't.
That's crazy.
I told her I wouldn't take the test because I've done nothing wrong. I've given her no reason to doubt me, but she's still pushing it, and I honestly don't understand why. It feels like no matter what I say or do, she just does not trust me anymore.
It's crazy.
The
Why?
fact that she's questioning my loyalty and accusing me of something so serious has completely changed how I see her and how I see our marriage. Since she brought it up, she's been cold towards me. It feels like she's already made up her mind and nothing I say matters anymore. The only time she talks to me is if it's about the DNA test. I haven't slept properly since this started. I lie awake at night wondering where things went wrong. The thought that she believes I'm capable of cheating is eating me alive. And this whole thing is just so odd. Me and Jazz have barely exchanged words. The only time we ever talk is to say hello and goodbye when she picks my wife up from our house and drops her off. I can't understand how my wife could think I'd have an affair with her. Some family members said I should just take the test to get it over with.
But I understand why he doesn't.
But
if he
for
knows
me,
he
it's
didn't do
just
anything
more
wrong.
than that. It feels like my wife is questioning my entire character.
I'm usually on the wife side, but in this particular case, I really hate the lack of communication. I actually fucking hate it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. If you never once in your entire fucking life of marriage believed that this man was capable of cheating, but suddenly he is, you need to tell him why. What made you suddenly believe that he cheated? You can't just gaslight him into forcing him to take a fucking paternity test and not explaining, like, where the fuck does this idea that he cheated came from? Communication, bitch. It's important in a marriage. If you don't communicate and you just fucking blindside him with I want you to do a paternity test on my kid's best friend, you're in the wrong. Damn, I can't believe you have me fucking here defending a man. This is crazy.
And everything that we've built together. By taking this test, it feels like I'd be admitting that I'm a cheater and I can't do that. I haven't done anything wrong, and taking the test feels like I'm betraying myself and my integrity. I'm stuck. Do I take the test just to calm her down, even though it feels like I'm betraying my integrity? Or do I refuse and risk losing my wife? I honestly don't know what to do. Initially, I thought maybe she was cheating and just projecting on me. That's my thought. But she isn't. We have an open phone policy, and I've looked through her phone and Google location, which has never been switched off, and I found nothing. She works from home and doesn't leave the house a lot except to go out with Jazz. We have cameras by our house and went back far to see if any man came to our house, and there was nothing. She always says where she's going, and her Google location backs it up.
So why the
and
fuck
it's not
does she
like she
believe that
goes
you
to clubs or
cheated?
anything.
I feel like we're missing some context
You
here.
are missing
Like
something.
from like where is she getting that from?
Yeah.
Unless she watches like TikToks of like that the POV, your man and your best friend getting along so well, and it's like a little inappropriate.
But even then, it sounds like he doesn't really like have any relationship with Jazz.
Yeah. So what we're saying, like they only see each other in passing sometimes.
Yeah, he says just to say hello and goodbye whenever she picks up the wife to hang out.
But it seems like she doesn't like accuse him of stuff because he's like thrown like he was shook by her accusations. So I feel like there's some reasoning behind
from
her
the wife that is
perception, like you know, women's intuition.
Okay. Go ahead, Ness. You can
It kind of sounds like it's probably been a long time of her internalizing some things. I don't think it has anything to do with him. And I also think that he could take the paternity test, but I think she's too far gone. Like, I don't think that will actually satisfy her because it sounds like it's just like one situation, right? Like there's like a bigger problem behind all of this, and they probably need some kind of counseling or therapy, at least for her, because I don't know. There's like something in her thought process that she's convinced herself, unless there's context that we're missing,
Yes.
right? But if there's nothing else that's missing, it's like she's formed something that she truly believes, and now it's, I don't know. It's not him though. That sucks.
Is she still hanging out with her friend? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good question.
Yeah, the top comment on the post is like,
She carrying this
What-
baby?
what is Jazz's opinion about all of
Right?
this? Like, is she just chill with this?
doesn't she need consent, like, to the paternity test?
Yeah, how would she?
Like, what is going on here?
Like, it would take both of them, right, to get a test made.
So
Like,
she's-
yeah,
so
but why is she still hanging out with her best friend that she think her? If I think my man impregnated my best friend, I can bet your ass I'm not hanging out with her anymore. But the wife is weird. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't
Using
like
her
this.
friend
So
as
she's still pregnant, right? At this point,
the baby.
No, the baby's
baby
born.
came out. Oh yeah, because
It's
the
the
nose.
nose that.
Yeah, that is maybe what he's thinking is throwing it off.
I mean, genetics is a crazy thing, you know.
Yeah.
I guess while you're looking at the top comment, I'm kind of leaning where like Nancy is going in this situation. Like personally, if it happened
Is
to
there
me,
an
let's say
update?
you were accusing me of like cheating with someone, I would be upset because I'm like, hey, I haven't done anything wrong. Like, why am I getting accused? Personally, I would take the DNA test just to get a peace of mind. However, I will make some sort of an agreement like, hey, I won't take the DNA test unless you promise me we're gonna do couple counseling or do couple counseling
Yeah.
and you do individual therapy at the same
like
time. Like
that.
I want to give that like caveats. Like I will only take it until you do this type of thing. So there's got to be some context that we're missing because I don't know what caused her to be like, I think you're the baby daddy of my friend's baby. Like, what's the relationship dynamic that we're not hearing? But at the same time, I also feel for a guy for feeling some type of way because that sucks being accused. You know, like if you're been loyal to your partner and they haven't done anything to say otherwise, like yeah, I would feel hurt if my partner accused me if I'm cheating and I'm not. So there's got to be something that's not included, or we just maybe there's something wrong with her internally that we don't know about as well.
You've had weird stories like this where like somebody was like super tripping, and then like the top comment was like, "Go to the hospital, like check," because then they ended up having like a brain tumor or something.
tumor.
Like,
Oh,
we've had that. Yeah,
yeah,
we
we're
still haven't done that. Update people. We will soon. We promise.
maybe on a fucking Tuesdays or
No, we'll do it with the win.
whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe you need therapy for that.
Yeah, I do. All right, are we ready for the next story?
Let's do it.
What? Wait, there's no update? What the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean? What was the reason? What's the explanation? What the fuck? I was invested. Like, you can't leave us hanging like that. I want to know where the shit comes from. Why she thinks that. I need to understand her logic. There has to be an update. I need an update. I will not settle for nothing less than a fucking update for this story. The fact that there is none pisses me off. Lay this down. All right, wait a minute. Let me see. Can I go see? There ever was an update for this story? Yes or no? This post was archived. Okay. There was no update. Oh. Alright then. Fine. Whatever.
Okay, this one is coming from r/. relationship ground score advice.
This person's gonna hate that.
I'm sorry. Mistakenly called the cops on my 27 female boyfriend, 29 male, when he planned on a surprise proposal. Now things between us are strained. Am
Wait,
I able to
she-
fix this?
She called
The cops
On him.
on him. Okay.
And this is coming from user throwaway mid-score broccoli.
I would do the same.
Broccoli's fine. It's just not that great.
A little char with lemon. Okay. anyway.
Yeah, char with lemon. Yeah. You char anything with lemon, it's probably gonna. All right. We have been together for 7 years. We moved in together after 2 weeks, adopted a dog and a couple cats, opened a joint bank account, met each other's family, merged our friends into one tribe, and it has been really good for 7 years. And I'm happy. I'm not one of those people that need to be married. I don't need a ring, a ceremony, a piece of paper to commit my life to one person that I love beyond all others. I am his wholly and completely. That isn't to say that I'm against marriage, because I'm not. But getting a ring on my finger is not a priority for me. When I have thought about it, I imagine a small wedding with our parents, maybe our siblings, and the officiant. Barefoot on the beach, no fuss, nothing elaborate, something simple that we could throw together ourselves. Then off to a place we could relax, eat, and drink without the formalities. If I had a dream wedding, it would be that or something similar. Back in July, my boyfriend was acting cagey. I knew he was up to something and trying to hide it. He is no good at trying to keep something under wraps. He's one of those people that, even though they don't say anything, they act like they have a secret.
Mm.
I wasn't worried about his secret because I knew he would eventually tell me. I was thinking he was going to surprise me with a weekend getaway because I had been working long hours for a couple of months, and that's the kind of thing that he does.
He's gonna make you a bookmark.
God damn it.
Call back to last Friday's episode.
One night, I arrived home from work and his car wasn't in the driveway. The house was dark and the front door wide open.
Oh,
Okay.
I sat in the street watching the house for a couple of minutes. There was no movement, no lights in the window, nothing. I called my boyfriend 4 times, no answer.
oh hell no.
That wasn't like him. 1 missed call, sure. 4 missed calls, no way. So I called the cops. I was still on the phone with emergency services when they arrived. They came over to me. I gave them a rundown on what I knew, which was nothing, and they went into the house. A few minutes later, one of them came out and asked me to go in with them. They led me through the house to the back patio. I had flipped the lights on as I entered, and I saw that a trail of rose petals took us out the back,
Damn.
where my boyfriend, wearing a tuxedo and now handcuffs,
Oh no.
was sitting at our patio
Handcuffs?
table that was set beautifully for dinner. It goes without saying that the surprise proposal was ruined.
Oh.
It has now been 7 weeks since then, and things are not good between us.
Aw.
It was a simple misunderstanding on my part, but my boyfriend thinks I called the cops because I knew he was going to propose.
That's crazy.
Oh,
He
okay.
thinks that I don't want to marry him, but instead of saying that, I found a way to make sure that I wouldn't have to. We have discussed us getting married exactly once, and that was in our first year of being together. I remember the conversation word for word because it was only a handful of words. Him, would you wear my ring? Me, yeah. Him, when? Me, surprise me.
I'm not
That was the
ready.
extent of our discussion
People start
about
without
marriage. I don't know how I'm supposed to know he was going to ask 5 weeks ago from a half-assed conversation from some 6 years ago. I know I hurt him, and I've apologized for doing so. He refuses to see how it came about that I called the cops.
He's
He went to
kind of
his
dumb.
parents that night because he was upset, then came back home an hour later because they thought it was hilarious.
I would have been laughing too.
Everyone he tells the story to thinks that it's funny, and he is the one telling people. Before this post, I had not said anything to prove, or I have not said anything to anyone because I know it upsets him. I don't know what else to do. He doesn't believe me that this was a huge misunderstanding. Am I missing something? Did I break trust or harm him in some way that I'm just not getting? How do I approach this so I can fix it? At this point, I'm thinking of proposing to him so we can move on from this.
Okay.
Leaving the door open and all the lights closed looks like a freaking break-in. That's like a lot.
Exactly.
I agree.
He could have just kept everything normal and like did everything in the backyard.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's the part that I don't
I
understand.
feel
his
like this
logic.
person is a true crime listener, and if there are telltale signs that there's a break-in in the house and no one is answering your phone call, yeah, I would freak out too, even as a guy. You know,
Yes.
Feel like he's murdered inside
it's like,
the house.
holy
The
shit.
way I would have grabbed a knife and went in the house.
Oh no. No.
I mean, I'm not trying to discredit like the boyfriend's feelings. I would feel some type of way like being handcuffed, but if that was me, I would have been in a situation and be like, you know what, it happened. I'm not gonna be sad about
Ooh, I
it.
can buy
I'll make a
Taco
situation
Square?
out of it. In handcuffs, and be like, girl, you're the only one I want to be cuffed up to.
Aww.
It would have been a wrap.
And propose right there.
The Riz.
There
She
is.
said yes, right?
Sounds Riz too good.
Go.
Yes, Ohio Riz.
Ohio
Saying.
skibbity.
But yeah, I mean, I don't blame the situation because her reaction is, I think, natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she sensed danger,
Wow, I can
most
buy them
often than
at
not,
Taco
it is
Square.
danger. So I don't know. I if I was a boyfriend, like yes, I would feel some type of way about it. I would have like a like a lengthy discussion and say like, hey, this is what it made me feel that day. And if the girlfriend really wants to like propose to them like at some point, actually have a conversation first if you're okay with they're okay being proposed to. But yeah, I mean, everyone thinks it's a funny situation already, so hopefully someday the boyfriend will come to terms that
Come
it's
around.
what happened.
I thought this was going to be a funny, wholesome story. And
Yeah, it started out that way.
I don't know if I'd propose to him. I think that there's something underlying in that situation that they need to work on before doing that, because he's proposing after not having more conversations and evidence that she wants to get engaged.
And then he
Something
thinks
Josh
that
and I have
she
mentioned, like, it's
sabotaged him on purpose,
crazy,
which is
like,
crazy.
You got to make sure both sides are on the same
agrees.
page
Yeah.
before.
If you want a yes, then yes.
Yeah,
Right? If you're willing to risk it, then you got to be okay with
Yeah,
it.
we do know happy couples that have like
Surprise.
not really talked about
Big
it at
Ed.
all, and it's
Big
still
Ed.
works.
Ed, he just
Well, not
proposed after-
He's not
no.
happy.
We have friends that have surprised and ended up
Can I
happy,
say Big Ed.
but it's just such a huge risk. Like,
Yeah,
why
it is.
risk that? Why not have a
An open communication.
yeah? Just be on the same page.
And then to be mad at her for what she did, I don't know, something feels wrong. I feel like if anything, he should have thought it was funny. Yes, it probably isn't fun to get handcuffed,
Absolutely not.
but I wouldn't take that out on the person who's worried or scared.
Yeah,
It's always
that
a
is
risk
a
with
crime
an
scene.
interaction with police, unfortunately.
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's true. ACAB. But yeah, the top comment is saying, "Why in the world did he leave the front door
I'm
open?"
saying, bro,
Thank
like,
you.
To which OP said he thought I would see the rose petals when I approached, and it didn't occur to him that I would find a dark house with a door wide open, worrying.
why didn't he like put the petals like in
Or
the
just
front?
or just close the door, and then as soon as you open the door, turn
There's
on the
petals.
lights, you see the petals.
Yeah.
I don't.
I want it
That's
to look as normal as possible so they'll be surprised, right? But
Exactly.
I don't know.
I think either he, like him accusing her for doing that on purpose.
Is a red flag.
If that were me, I would be mad that you
Yeah.
would think that I would do that.
just to
Or
get out of it.
if that's really true, then why are you wanting to get married?
I'm with you
Ooh,
now.
maybe
I
he
don't know.
set her
That's
up
true.
to like have that situation happen. He's like, see, I already proposed.
Ooh.
To hold it
Doing
against
that,
her.
yeah.
He didn't propose again after that, right?
Mhm. Well, it sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
no, right? Like they're mad at each other right now. Don't do it,
Mhm.
girl. Don't propose to him.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
It's always nice to have a different perspective because I'm like locked in. I'm like, they'll figure it out. But yeah, sometimes shit ain't worth figuring out.
Yeah, he's not really showing like good signs of being
Yeah.
able to deal with like confrontation or like when things don't go his way.
True.
So that is like, kind of a red flag, to be honest. Good point. All right, back to a happy story, as all Sean sandwiches go. Cross-posted by French ground score fries, ground score 2-4, ground score 7. Fantastic name. It's cross-posted from r/chew off my chest. The title, my boyfriend's roommate heard me screaming for my life in the bathroom.
My boyfriend's
Roommate heard me screaming for my life in the bathroom.
He says a happy story.
Yeah, this is a wholesome one.
Okay.
Maybe it was.
But another sinister sounding title for a wholesome one.
Is this a poop story?
A poop
We
story
will
is
see.
crazy.
Or is it like
Why would she screaming
something
for her
worth
life?
fisting about?
I think Juliet's probably more.
It's because they're using 1-ply toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's why they're screaming for their life. It shit hurts.
So, I haven't pooped since last Saturday due to the meds I'm on from my recent surgery.
Oh,
My boyfriend,
it's a
23
poop
male,
story.
and I, 22 female, went out to eat, and the food was fantastic. We knew we were both in food coma territory.
That's the best.
He drove us
I
back to
forgot
his
how to become
apartment,
invisible.
and as soon as we get out, I start feeling cramps. I ended up in the
3,
bathroom
2,
cursing
4?
and finally pooping.
Jeez.
I forgot.
But the poop hurts so bad. I end up in a cold sweat and start to panic.
Hey, yo.
This was me earlier in the day.
John was like struggling at the market earlier.
Kensington Market. I was just sweating like, oh my God. I scream, literally in pain, and I'm on the brink of tears.
Jeez.
I feel like my own sphincter is going to turn inside out.
No,
My boyfriend is outside the door, and I'm praying to the heavens to let this pass. I'm crying and screaming out
there you go.
so
Got
loud.
it.
My head starts to get lightheaded and woozy. My boyfriend is slightly panicking on the other side. Eventually, my body forces me to just squeeze it out, and I am screaming. I pass this ruthless nugget, and my bowels start to empty.
Not the nugget.
Not the nugget. And my bowels start to empty. At this point, the rest of the poo is somewhat more liquidy than the rock that I had just
Lord
screamed
have
out.
mercy.
I sit there for over half an hour pooping. When I'm somewhat done, I flush. Due to the stress my body went through when I first started pooping, John will relate, I had stripped all of my clothing off.
You damn right. It's the best feeling ever, people.
And now, when I flush, the water started to rise instead of flushing.
Oh, no.
You didn't have a poop knife?
Yeah. Which we found out they sell on Amazon, guys. That's ridiculous.
That is actually crazy.
This shit looks like a pile of poo in a porta potty. It is disgusting.
People are gonna hate this.
Yeah. Her writing is very good and descriptive, but maybe too descriptive.
Yeah, it's not a shitty writing, people. It's actually good.
Moving on.
Okay.
And there's only one small thing of toilet paper involved.
Actually, it might be good that it is a 1-ply because it's more dissolvable than a 2.
That's true. I start to panic, and my boyfriend tells me to let him in. But I tell him no. I can't let him see this shit. Eventually, he snaps at me, and I hop into the shower because I'm still bare butt naked. He lets himself inside and starts plunging Poomageddon, that is the toilet.
Poomageddon!
Oh, he loves you.
After successfully plunging it, he leaves, and I finish wiping the best I can. I take a small shower and wash my hands thoroughly. At this point, I'm very apologetic, but he said it wasn't as bad as his dad's or his brother's.
Hey, yo.
But I remain horrified that he plunged my poo. He cuddled me a lot, and we watched YouTube. Then, we leave his room and go into the bathroom. The bathroom is clean at this point, but I'm horrified at the prospect that the time I was screaming in the bathroom, the roommate heard everything. I'm so freaking embarrassed. The end.
Holy shit.
Top comment is, you could not have waterboarded this information out of me.
Oh, man.
But that's cute that the boyfriend
Yeah,
like tried
the
to
boyfriend
comfort her.
is
He's
a
like, "Oh, that's
keeper.
okay. I did this for my dad." Like he probably didn't.
He's probably never seen anything as terrible.
I will break in.
He was crying and gagging the whole time.
That's a green flag.
That is a green.
That's a
flag,
huge green flag. Keeper for sure.
for sure.
100%.
Man, how many days did you say that they couldn't?
That's what I was looking for. They just said
10
Since
days.
Saturday or something like
yeah, they just said since last Saturday, but I don't know. She didn't say what day they went out to go eat.
That's the worst.
that. That sounds like a long time. Like last
At least
Wednesday.
multiple days
Yes.
of built up.
Dude, one day for me is painful already. Like, if
Right?
I can't go
I'm
after
going
one day,
multiple times a day.
I'm like 3-4 times a day.
Fiber, baby.
Yeah. I don't know how people just do like every other day, or I've heard someone do like 3 days. I'm like, are you kidding me?
It must hurt, right?
Yeah.
There's no way.
After one day, I'm like, yo, I'm having a hard time. I'm gonna stay here for like 10 minutes, like 10 extra minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah, so weird to talk about it and then have to look at our wives immediately.
I mean, she knows I spend like so much time on the toilet.
Yeah.
I'd be so embarrassed. I wouldn't go on Reddit.
I went to
For real,
write
I would not. I would go in my grave.
Imagine if they get married and then the roommate is the best
man.
Yeah, he made a speech about it and read her post.
Dude, if he mentioned that in the speech,
Yeah.
Do you think the roommate has mentioned it at all to her?
Probably
I'd want the
not.
roommate to tell me, like,
Hey, yo,
Like,
is your girlfriend?
bully me for it so that we could just clear the air.
I don't know if I'd want to be bullied. I feel like we just live
We
in.
can just laugh about it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. That's embarrassing, though. I wouldn't tell a soul. I'd probably be like, hey, I need you to sign an NDA that you never talk about this ever again.
Like, hey man, we watched a crazy movie.
It was so scary.
The volume was up.
real.
It sounded like we were immersive. All right, we are moving on to the. Oh, it's a Monday, guys. We have an amazing Underbaki segment. I did not. I didn't make a spreadsheet like I usually do, guys.
We don't have our typical stuff today, people.
But here it is. Alex is always prepared. Josh, thank you for editing this out.
He won't.
You will. He will. He will.
Don't do it, Josh. Give it to him raw.
Awkward silence.
I don't think so, brother.
Raw dog this episode, Josh. Don't edit anything.
All right. It wouldn't be a Monday Reddit reading episode without a segment from the amazing Underbaki. I think this is the first time we're doing this with guests, maybe.
Yes.
So, this is Rate That Date. The segment goes as follows. Your host will read a few dating stories before each providing a rating from 1 through 3. 1, date is bad. No option for a second date. 2, not the worst, not the best. 3, it's love. All right, so this Alex put these together. Date 1 is from Anonymous via the Slice website. Here it is. I'm an animal lover through and through. So the idea of going on a date to the aquarium sounded perfect. That was until I got there. After a long commute to the Ripley's Aquarium, my date met me at the front doors only to tell me he didn't want to do it anymore. So despite creating this romantic narrative of a night under the sea, I had to walk across the entire downtown core in freezing cold to our next spot. Would you believe we went for sushi right after?
That's wild.
The man wanted to take me to see live fish and then instead took me to go eat dead ones right after. That's some Silence of the Lambs shit, I'm telling you. So, is this a 1, 2, or 3?
I give it a 1. They sound fishy to
Sounds
me.
like he sucks.
Does he do this with you a lot?
Really.
Do you get these for free?
I feel like this is piercing.
I feel like
How's it feel in real life?
It hurts a
In
little.
real life.
I think it's 2. I mean, was it good sushi at least?
Yeah, if I took you to a fancy sushi spot.
But after the prospect of,
Of
seeing live fish, I don't
That's
know.
like going to that cow cuddling farm we were talking
then
about.
eat
Let's go get some steak.
That actually
Yeah.
sounds lit.
Hey, yo.
Silence of the Lambs.
It's a theme.
Girl.
That's a crazy theme.
Wait, so are you only allowed to use the rating once? Is that what this is?
No. Just 1, 2, 3.
Okay. I'm gonna say a 1. She sounded disappointed. She sounded like she didn't have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like there's not a second option for her, but in my opinion, not the worst idea. I'm kind of with Juliet.
You want
Not-
a theme?
Not smart. Not smart to be like, yeah, let's go to the aquarium and then fucking eat sushi right after is. But I mean, unless the plan was to go eat salads, I mean, what do you want? We're eating some sort of.
I'll
Usually.
I'll give it a 2.5.
Do they have sushi?
Almost
in
love?
half?
No, I'm kidding. You get tuna half, like fish tuna.
Oh, wow, that was a good one. That was a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cute and,
Do they have sushi at SeaWorld?
No, there's no.
That would be crazy if
This
they
is
did.
fresh.
But what I
Fish
bet
and
they have is
chips.
fish and chips. They definitely have fish and chips in SeaWorld.
Do they?
There's no way there's not. Right?
Fish and chips? That would be
No.
wild.
It's like fucking Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec. Meet your meat. They're like, Ron, you're supposed to provide the meal for the day, and he's like, I did, and he brings over a pig. Meet your meat.
They kind of do that with Wagyu. They show you the nose print of the
No.
cow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the nose print is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, but they live happy lives if it's Wagyu, right?
Until
Yeah, until it's time to not live a happy life.
had your massages and beer.
That's good.
Was she vegan? It didn't.
She
say,
didn't
right?
mention it.
Or
So technically,
vegetarian.
I mean, it sounded like she ate the sushi.
It's still, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
I'm trying to think of more fish puns, but I'll wait.
We have to move on.
Those were good.
We-
Sean feels ill right now from all the puns.
All right, from Anonymous via the Slice website. When I was in high school, I was doing my NLS, which is the course you need to pass to be a lifeguard. There was this super cute guy in my course, tall, brown hair, blue eyes, and his name was Alex.
Finance.
Shout out
Alex,
Blue
did you
eyes.
choose this for?
6 feet.
Maybe.
All right, which for some reason I thought was very hot. Alex, what are you hype yourself up? I'm with it.
Talk your shit, Alex.
We would talk in our course, but that was about it. But because I was a drama queen in high school, I told some of my friends about him and was certain that we were going to fall in love.
Ooh.
I was messaging my friend about him on Facebook one day while I was in the study hall period. She asked if I could send her a photo of him. Obviously, I was more than happy to. I went to his profile, screenshotted his profile picture, and sent it with the message, he's not photogenic, but he's hot in person,
The
though.
fuck?
Damn.
Unfortunately for me, I sent that to him.
No.
As soon as I realized what I had done, I jumped out of my seat and screamed. Everyone in the class looked at me and I ran out of the room. I ran to the library where I could enlist the help of another friend who followed up with the message, JK, he's very hot, love you, bye. Because apparently she thought that was going to make it better.
That's so obvious. what you
Rate
did.
that date.
On the perspective of the girl or the guy?
I guess
Are
that's
they,
a good
Are
question.
they a girl? I keep missing these.
Getting that
The
text must
introduction.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
Yeah, getting that text must be a sinking feeling though. That would suck. If someone said I wasn't photogenic. Well, although I admit that I'm not photogenic. But I'm also said that sinking pun for Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Save me.
I feel like that's a common phrase that girls use when they show pictures of the guy they're seeing. Like,
That's true.
I always hear that. Like, oh, he looks better in person.
Yes. Which I would rather be than the opposite, right? But still, it doesn't sound great
Yeah.
to hear that.
Yeah.
Why
That's
can't
true.
you just say the truth?
She did say the truth.
It did say the
Oh, I
truth.
guess. All right. What you say about me?
Okay, so one,
People-
1, 2, or 3. I don't know. What do you think this should we do the perspective from her or from him?
If it was for his perspective, I'd be like a 1 because I'm like, well, damn, does she think I'm ugly or what? But I guess from her, it's probably like a mistake because she was still into him, right? But
Yeah, but she tanked her chances probably.
I mean, Tank, yeah. I guess I'll go with 2 from her
God
perspective.
fucking damn it. I'll say 2 from his perspective because at least he's like, well, at least in person, I'm looking pretty good.
Okay.
though. You know what I'm saying?
Still ouchies.
But still
Yes,
ouchies.
Maybe she did that on purpose to like,
Hot in
deflate-
person is
deflate-
good.
deflate his ego a little bit.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good strategy.
Keep them
So
grounded.
if you were in his shoes, would Do you rate it 1 to 3?
I said 2,
I guess
but maybe
I'll
I'm
go with
just
2.
I'm desperate. I'm like hot in person. Shit. Shit, bro.
One.
What about y'all? If that
I don't know.
happened,
The picture better be like a really ugly picture off.
but it's his
High
profile
school.
picture,
Damn.
right? That's what she said. Screenshotted his profile picture.
What if there was this like a Tom from MySpace pose though? Like that
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
that wasn't his best look, but
It was like
Yeah,
a goofy
fair.
picture. 1.
A 1.
I guess we're both. They're going 1s. We're going 2s.
That shows how desperate men are.
Yeah.
for any
Because
of
it's
that.
just an awkward situation.
Yeah,
for
it's
all.
tough
It's
to
like
read
how
that.
do you go on from there?
And he-
Oh, sorry, I was talking about. Wait,
Dude.
there was a screenshot of his picture. Never mind.
Do
Oh,
guys
yeah.
send pictures of the girls they're seeing to their guy friends?
I've never done that.
I'm pretty
I've
sure.
never done that, but I'm sure that's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Sure, it goes both ways.
Like, wouldn't you just show like in person like their profile pic, but not like send it as a text for guys? I
I'd
think
have
that's
them
the
meet.
match.
Like I'd have them meet you in person over a picture because I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't know. I just don't do it.
I don't know. We're also old and haven't
That's
dated
also-
in
yeah.
a long time, so these sound like youngins.
High school, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will save all the Venmos because I have a sneaking suspicion some will have shout outs for Josh and Sienna. So
He should hear that.
yeah, and he should hear that in person.
Yes.
So we'll wait to do that. So that's it for this episode this week. Any shout outs?
Ladies.
Gracias.
Oh my god.
All right, reference. So it's not just a random gracias. We were all laughing about a TikTok about somebody who told his grandpa how to say thank you in Japanese was gracias.
Oh,
So the grandpa at the sushi restaurant turns to the chef and says, gracias, bows and everything. But yes, that's it for this episode. Gracias for listening.
Gracias.
Gracias.
yes.
And that's
Be
all.
nice to the ladies, or I will find you. Thank you.
Congrats, Josh and Sienna.
Congrats.
Get therapy.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? We are live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and today we're
I'm sorry that my parents love me more. It's crazy. All right.
the asshole for returning my homemade wife's birthday gift and telling her I don't want it. I then went out and bought what I actually wanted. So who wants to be the defendant? Who wants to be the prosecutor?
Oh boy. Bro, these people still want to go, and it's like, okay, cool, but also, I'm tired as fuck. Ugh. I'm actually tired. But I don't want to be the first one to leave. Because I think that this is my lobby, and if I leave, it could fuck up, like, everything. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is for my lady. Someone get you back into it. Holy fuck. It's only okay. It's not too late, but I
Prosecutor.
cannot wait to go to bed.
Okay, defendant.
Tough.
Okay.
Tough.
Tough. All right. Let's get to it.
Wait. Prosecutor means that I'm defending.
No, prosecutor, you're
Oh.
You're trying to accuse the OP of being an asshole.
Being an asshole.
Yeah. So
I'll be the defendant then.
whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
you switching up.
I see.
The switch up is crazy. All right. So defendant, Juliet's gonna be defendant, Nancy's gonna be the prosecution. And then
Okay.
we have Sean.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Goes as this.
I'm paying attention.
I'm writing notes.
That's wild too. I need an outside opinion on this. This has been an ongoing issue that I have talked to her multiple times about. My wife makes less money than me and is the type of people who prefers to make her own gifts for people. The issue is She will do this even if the person doesn't want this. I will use myself as an example. So for the past few years, she has made every single gift I have been given. No matter what I ask for, I get a homemade gift. Doesn't matter if it's cheap or not. Last Christmas, I asked for a few things and I got a homemade scarf. I always get her stuff she wants, and I have talked to her about this multiple times. My birthday was yesterday and I asked her to give me a book. It was only $25 and I sent her the link. I opened the gift and she made some homemade bookmarks. It wasn't even the type of bookmarks I liked. They were made from fabric and I like the wooden ones.
I gotta say, the note taking is.
I can hear it right here.
I've never been more scared.
Oh yeah, she's a beast when it comes to that.
My meds are dying, so I need to take notes. Pay attention.
I must have made a face because she asked what was wrong. And I told her I didn't want these. I made it so clear what I actually wanted, and I have talked to her so many times. I handed them back and went out to buy the book. We had a fight when I got back, and she claims I am being ungrateful and a jerk. So am I
No.
an asshole?
Like, hello,
Prosecution,
lady. He
please
told you
take it
10
away.
billion times that
That's me, right?
$25
Yeah,
books
you,
and still.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court,
Jury.
Got
Got him.
have you ever loved somebody? Have you ever had a skill of gift giving
Wow.
and making things? Okay,
Breach system.
that was a great intro.
Yeah, that was-
Anyway,
The confidence is just beaming right now.
confidence is dwindling right now.
You need some Bible
You
verses?
are-
Hey, Sean pulled up some Bible verses.
Love is patient.
Love is kind.
Love is kind.
Hey, yo.
Let's go.
Oh,
Love is
boy.
when I make things for you.
Homemade, even though you didn't ask for them. Anyway, so I think you are an asshole. What's his name?
They didn't give a name.
Oh, OP.
Mhm.
Because your wife is making something from scratch. From scratch.
Oh, she turned around on the camera to
Whoa.
emphasize a point, people.
With love.
Okay.
So it's not like she's not hearing you,
She's
because
not hearing
she
him.
heard books and she's like, you know what's going to go great with a book? Because I can't make a book right now is bookmarks.
Right now.
She could have bought it.
Working on it.
All right, she's working on it right now. She's writing the book right now. And I don't think that you should be upset by this because it is her love language, right? It's her love language. And it's not like you can't buy the book yourself.
Bruh.
So what is it called? I don't rest my case for now. That's all I have right now.
That's my turn.
That's my turn.
So does Sean do it, or do I go first and then Sean goes back?
Sean is just
are you-
interrupting whenever he wants.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
why didn't you
okay.
interrupt
He's a
me?
wild card. And if you want to give your final take in the end, you can do so as well.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between of the jury.
Ooh,
um,
inclusion. I like that.
DEI.
You about it.
The wife seems like she is not very skilled in her homemaking.
God damn.
Ah, Lee. Hey, she took notes, so this is truth.
Have you ever received a gift from your kindergarten child of like some macaroni mess?
Objection.
Leading.
That shit is ugly, not gonna lie.
And you're like, thanks, but it's gonna go in the trash. This is what it sounds like.
Ouch.
Damn.
Fuck them kids, right?
So, yeah, right. What do we say? What do we say on the show?
Fuck them kids.
Okay.
Exactly.
Ride the dragon.
Right, jury, right? So yeah, so why? And then it seems like the wife also is doesn't really have good listening skills with her
She
partner.
clearly doesn't.
She doesn't take it into account what he's expressing. She just bulldozes right over. He's like, "I want a book." No, I'm gonna give you a bookmark with no book, so you have nothing, no like real use for that.
Objection.
She's just objecting at me.
What's the objection?
What are you objecting about, Nancy?
Listening
Which is too
skills,
good.
because she heard book, and book is in bookmark. the word.
So selective listening.
It's all right. It's okay.
Exactly.
I'll stop interrupting.
I'll stop the interruption.
And she also gave him a homemade scarf, which he clearly expressed he doesn't want anything homemade. It's probably like a rag of yarn. That's probably why he's so pissed. So, yeah, so I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Do we have evidence?
Yeah. Are there pictures included of
We
the
don't have
scarves?
any
Scarf.
pictures included.
The history of this guy's frustration is the evidence.
Oh,
Damn.
that was good.
I rest
That was a good.
I rest my case.
You rest your case. I'll take.
What do you think, Sean? Give us your closing remarks.
All right. I think she does listen, but even though she's been communicated to, she's not making the changes
Receptive.
because she heard book, made a bookmark because she knows that he's gonna go out and buy the book.
Does she know that?
Because why else would she make a?
But he sent her the link.
A
Send her
direct
the
link
link.
Direct
to the
link.
things.
Well, because he's gone out and just bought what he was wanted anyways, right?
He sent that.
He
to
said that
her.
after the gift was given.
Yeah.
So this is the first time he's went out and bought the gift after.
That
Yeah.
has not been implied.
He never said he
Seems
bought
like
the
it.
book.
She has notes.
No, yeah, he did buy the book.
Yeah, he bought the book in the
That's why she got mad and called him an asshole.
That's how they
Oh,
got.
okay.
That's why he got in a fight.
These notes are now unreliable. They are not justifiable in court.
Bias and who you're
Yeah.
defending.
I know, right?
No, I do think they were listening, but also like she is still steamrolling because she's
Oh,
listening
Lord.
and expecting, he's probably gonna buy the book. He makes money. What she should have done is probably made the bookmark and then slide him like $25. So like, do your own thing, or just fucking bought the book because he's been mad about it the whole time. So point set, I don't think OP is the asshole. Just because he's communicated multiple times his frustration.
Okay.
And it's been on dead ears. What's the saying?
Yeah.
Deaf ears.
Is that what it is?
Wow.
What she should have done was she should have downloaded LimeWire and downloaded the book illegally.
Does that still exist?
I don't even know.
I asked somebody recently if Pirate Bay still exists. They said
Just
yes.
answer.
Yeah.
Pirate Bay, new sponsor. We're reaching out.
This is not no feelings disclaimer.
Oh.
This is
Too late.
Yes.
These feelings do not reflect the feelings of Reddit on Wiki.
All right. Well, Wikimaniacs, let us know what you think about that first story.
And here's an ad from our newest sponsor, LimeWire.
Bro, GG.
Who destroyed a bunch of my computers because of my fault? Because I've been downloading some not good
and the
stuff.
music industry.
All right.
The downfall of the music.
Next story, and you guys gonna get to roll again. So the title for this one is posted. It's actually posted by Alternative Midscore Stay Midscore 908. The title is "Am I the asshole for telling my friend that I'm sorry? Her parents don't love her as much as mine love me."
That's crazy.
That's
So
actually
roll a die.
very mean to
Who's
say
gonna
to
be the defendant?
someone.
Who's gonna be the prosecutor?
I got 20.
Oh.
I got 18.
So you actually get to pick Nancy since you got the high number.
Okay, so I was rolling while you were saying the title. Can you repeat the title, please?
The title is "Am I the asshole for telling my friend that I'm sorry her parents don't love her as much as mine love me?"
I'm going to say defendant.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wait, defendant?
Yeah. So
Defense team. No, okay.
So you're defending OP.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to be the prosecutor. Nancy's going to be defending. And Sean's going to take us away for the final remarks. All right. Story goes as this. I, 22 female, have a friend named Amy, 22 female, who I met in college. Currently, we are in our last semester of college. I live alone, but she shares our apartment with 2 other people. We never really spoke about our finances much, but I know that both of our parents currently pay for our rent. The issue started when we talked about our future plans. I told her that I'm probably going to get a job and do my master's at the same time so that I can save up a little, but also to finally have my own money to spend on some things that I love and to travel. She laughed at me and asked me what kind of salary I expect while working part-time to be able to afford all that. I shrugged and said I didn't have any expenses that I need to cover really, just food and that's it. She looked shocked and asked me about rent and stuff, and I said my parents will be paying for it. She then went on a rant about becoming an adult, how she can't wait to be independent, how she doesn't want to take money from her parents and stuff like that. For the most part, I tried to nod my head, but then she said something like, I'd feel like a bad daughter if I were you. And that really made me feel embarrassed. My parents want to pay for my apartment. They can easily afford it, and I'm not the type of person to be ungrateful for it. I spend a lot of time with them, and I know they don't lack money for anything. They travel, own their house, have a good retirement plan. They don't mind paying for me, and I don't mind taking it. We have a good relationship. I know this
I
won't
mean,
be
that's
forever, and I don't
she's
expect it
privileged.
to be. Just a few years until I finish my degree and get a higher paying job. I got annoyed and told her to drop it. We can talk about something else, but she continued talking about how her parents want her to be a real adult, how I'll never
Okay.
want to be ambitious unless I struggle,
Uh,
and just more and more nonsense.
she got what she
I just cut
deserved.
her off and said, well, I don't know. Maybe my parents love me more than yours love you, so they want to pay. I'm
This is
sorry for
kind
that.
of and
Can
actually
we now
still
talk
a
about
dick
something
move.
else? We didn't talk since, and I do feel bad because I know that love has nothing to do with money, and looking back,
Exactly.
it's such a rude thing to say. But I just said it to shut her up because she was insulting me and calling me spoiled for no reason. I wasn't even the one to start this conversation, nor did I probe into her finances. She was the one who kept it going, and ever since that day, I feel a pit in my stomach and I really didn't want to insult her. Just adding some stuff because I feel like it may be relevant. I feel like Amy's intention wasn't genuine because she currently accepts her parents paying rent, food, utilities, everything. So do I. The conversation was about after college. I mentioned my academic success because she said I will never be ambitious when I try really hard. We also don't live in the USA, and parent support isn't so uncommon. And lastly, while this may not convince people, I really do appreciate my parents and everything they do for me. I don't plan to leash on them, and this is something they know, and that's what matters to me. So, prosecution, you're up first.
Okay. Yes. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone
Ooh,
in
I think
between of
that's
the
my
court.
last round. I'm so tired.
Yes, these two students do have a privileged life. They have both parents supporting them financially going through school. However, it seems like there's a clear tax bracket difference between the two because one lives alone while another lives with roommates. So for OP is the one that lives alone. For OP to call her friend Amy or say that her parents don't love her enough is clearly a really privileged stance because she doesn't understand, like, yes, maybe her parents are paying for her finances right now, but it's not something that they can feasibly do. Maybe they're asking for help from other family members to do that. So it might not be solely relying on the parents. So Amy's kind of more grounded in that way. So she's thinking like, oh, well, my parents are struggling. They're asking for help from other family members, possibly. So why are you taking advantage of their finances when they've worked all their life to have that for their retirement money? So why are you taking advantage of their generosity when you are 22 years old, a full grown ass adult? So I feel like, what's her name? As Kim Kardashian says, no one.
You going quick. You going
Nobody
Kim?
wants to work
Oh,
anymore.
nobody wants to work anymore.
Mm.
Get your ass up and work.
Talk to them, girl.
I
Did you get canceled for that?
That quote
I don't know.
haunts
That's the best one.
Okay. Defense.
Okay. Yeah, that quote haunts me.
We're trying really hard, Kim. You asshole.
Okay, so obviously OP was trying to draw boundaries in that she didn't want to have this conversation at all. Understandably. Socioeconomic dictionary, the Webster Dictionary defines socioeconomic mobility
Damn.
as
Damn.
okay, so socioeconomic mobility is
Alright.
the
5,
movement, the upward movement
4,
of
3.
individuals and their or their future
Yay, I'm
generations.
done.
Is Juliet Googling?
Probably.
She's trying to weaken.
Wait,
Holy shit.
I was lying. It was in Webster. Now she's not credible, and now Nancy's not credible. But yeah.
OP is an asshole, but roommate should shut the fuck up when she asked to switch subject because clearly they were not able to have a proper mature communication conversation about this. And clearly also they are from two different tax brackets, which makes this kind of discussion even harder to have. That's pretty much that. It doesn't have to be deeper than that. Let me just see what I got. At least I think I'm pretty close to being done. Okay, so I'm at what? Okay, I'm almost at tier 9. I don't have much left to do. This is going way faster than it used to. That's fantastic. Plus, I gotta level the Torrid Arcanon now, which is great because apparently it's one of the strongest in the game. Where is my Torrid? There you go. Oh, I gotta go to the Zariman, right? Try to gotta go to the Zariman to install it. Oh my god. Come on. Just gonna install it so that when I come back, I can just do the quest. There you go. Oops. Involvement count on weapon. And encounter ready. And I have all the ingredients already. Ain't that something? I don't have to do shit. I can just put it. Complete the solo mission with the target equipped. That's easy as fuck. Alright. I guess I can do that. And then leave. Because I just gotta go on Earth. As long as it's not the still path, make my life super fucking easy. I can do another defense. Fuck that. Excavation, no. Excavate, nope. Assassination, A. There you go. Assassination classroom. Let's go. I don't need to be with. Oh shit! Wait. Solo mission. There you go. There you go. Okay, complete the mission. I'm just gonna put back the sound for the last bit.
Contracts are not to be taken lightly. Eliminating this target will have a significant impact on enemy forces.
Oh, I should have stayed on
Area.
Titania.
Leave no survivors.
Or not. This one I think has 3 phase. It's not gonna be like the
Bayhek's plans for complete
normal
system domination make him too dangerous. You know what to do.
These criminals think they are committing a justice. Not in my court. Ready, brothers! I've done my part. Now clean up this
right.
mess.
Councillor Bayhek rose to power by eliminating his enemies on the Grineer Council. He now has near complete control, which makes him one of the most influential Grineer.
Why are these fools still breathing my air? This is unacceptable! I am too important for this nonsense! Finish them off!
Councillor Vahek rose to power by eliminating his enemies on the Grenier Council. He now has near complete control, which makes him one of the most influential Grenier.
Yeah, I know you said that already, girl.
Must I do everything myself? Do not think we are done here, Tenno.
Where you at? Come on, stop running. Let's get this over with.
I knew this day would come. I prepared, changed myself. I made sacrifices. Tenno, are you ready for a sacrifice?
I'm detecting a large security force heading your way. It's the Grenier.
Now we finish this business once and for all! Curse you, Tenno! You got
Alright. Don't care. Die, bitch.
Thank you, Tenno. It should be a long time before we hear Vahek's ugly voice again. Now get to extraction.
Fantastic. Submission with the incarnate check. It was that simple. Whew. Sheesh. Come on. Before I fall asleep on my fucking desk.
Target down. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Yeah. Okay.
Steady days, steady nights.
Whew. Alright. Increase base damage and increase base damage and does. I don't know. That one looks pretty great. Don't know. I'm probably gonna have to read up on it. What is this? Kill one enemy with this weapon in encounter form. Alright, cool. Eventually. Was this weapon even upgraded? Let's see. It was not. Alright. Another time. I'll worry about this another time. It is 2 a.m. That today was a day. Today was definitely a streaming day. Get ready with me. Watcher of Realm, karaoke, and now Warframe. I streamed 4 different times in one fucking day. That was fun. The karaoke actually killed me. I'm exhausted just from singing on my chair. Now I'm going to sleep. But I had a good grind on Warframe, and I shall continue this grind. Well, technically I said tomorrow, but later today, when I'm awake, rested, and ready for more. Also after Watcher of Realm, because there's a special event on Watcher of Realm right now. Yeah, there's this event on Watcher of Realm. I'm gonna have to start with that, but that's beside the point. Alright. Stream is over. Thank you for those who've passed. Thank you for those who said hi. For the others, don't hesitate to say hi. Subscribe if you want to see me play more Warframe or see me react to true crime story while I do my makeup, or watch me play Warframe, not Warframe, Watcher of Realm, and other games. So other than that, night night, peace, take care.